Right, okay Tony, can you see that picture quite well?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to have a go at what's called the turn in the road.
Right.
Okay. You would use this exercise perhaps to turn your vehicle round to go back the other way if you've either in a dead end road or you've missed where you need to be. So you could use this manoeuvre to turn yourself around and take you back the other way.
Right.
Okay. Now the thing that's most important on this exercise is observation. Okay, so we've got to make sure it's safe to carry the manoeuvre out, and we use the POM routine. Do you remember what the POM routine is?
Oh yeah, prepare, observe, move.
Correct. Yes. So we would prepare, make sure it's safe to move, and then move.
Yeah.
Okay. So from this position where we are now, we would select first gear. Okay. We would set the gas to about.
Yeah, but again, you're going into over instruction, and then you just asked me, do I know what prepare, observe, move means? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yeah.
I told you I have. Yeah.
So we would get ourselves ready to move.
Yeah.
Okay. Then once we're sure it's safe to move, we release the handbrake and we turn big bites, you know, like we was doing earlier, big bites of steering to the right to take the car forward across the road.
Where does the O come in then?
That's what I thought I said, once we made sure it was safe to
to
move.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming if you know what observation.
Yeah, I've just said sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you would big bites.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you come across the road, you have to sometimes, in this road it's quite flat, so we'll be okay. But some roads have a steep curve on them called the camber.
All right.
So you might find that as you get over the centre of the road, the car will roll forward, and you'd have to be prepared to put your clutch down and go on your brakes and control the speed with the brakes. But I think on this road where we are now, it's quite flat.
What's the camber for then?
It's the cambers for drainage.
All right.
It allows water to run off into the gutters.
Yeah.
Where on this road, being on a hill, they most probably use the hill to drain the road. So as you go forward, once we come across the halfway point, we'll then need to look for a reference point for you to know, because we're going to have to take the steering off at some point from full right hand lock, which we'll try and get on going this way. So that's why we need the big bites for full right hand lock. And I will stop you and show you a reference point, all right, which will be somewhere in that left mirror, left window. Okay. Then when you've got to that reference point, as we move forward, we'll turn the wheel as quickly as we can back to the left, and we want to try and take as much of the right hand steering off as we can, and try and perhaps end up with a little bit of left hand steering on. So then when we select reverse gear and do our POM routine to make sure it's safe to move, we then, as we start going backwards, we'll start to go to the left, so that we're not going back where we've just come from. And then there'll be another reference point that as you go forward to the point where you stop, so that the front of your car doesn't overhang the pavement, because there's a danger then to pedestrians or people if your car's overhanging the pavement. Yeah, someone, like a blind person coming down here, wouldn't see your car sticking on the pavement, or perhaps one of these people on their little old age people on their trolley things block the road. So then again, once we've stopped, we apply the handbrake, select reverse gear. Yes, and I'll take it. Have you've got into reverse before?
Yeah, I tried it on my I think my control system. Okay,
it's fine. Yeah, so you can see in this car it's over there, right back. Then once we've selected reverse gear, we do the usual routine again with the gas, clutch to biting point. Do our observation, all-round observation, because we're now in the middle of the road. So our POM now, unlike the routine we use here at the side of the road, we now need to look through all around the car, every pane of glass,
right,
to make sure that it's safe before we move this vehicle. If, while we're here, a vehicle comes, as we're doing the manoeuvre, a vehicle comes, if the vehicle keeps moving, we don't move.
right,
okay, and if they stop, we then make a decision on whether they're waiting for us or they're going to go, depending on what happens as to whether we carry on or wait.
right.
I'll talk you through that anyway when it happens. So then, providing it's clear, we'll start coming backwards again at this old man walking pace.
Yeah.
Big bites to the left this time.
Yeah.
And then the same as when we was going forward with these reference points, we'll have reference points to pick up at the back of the car. But initially we will start looking out the back window where we're going. And then once we've crossed the crown of the road, then we'll start looking at this rear side this rear side window on your right,
yeah,
to pick up some reference points that we'll talk about as we get there. And then the first one will be to know when to start taking the left hand steering off. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the second one to know when to stop for the same reasons, not to let the car overhang the curb.
Yeah.
Okay, because again, for the same reasons, we don't want the front overhanging the curb.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then the final leg going forward will be again the prepare, gas, etc. The observation, good all-round observation again to make sure there's no one about, including pedestrians. Remember, we're always including pedestrians in this, because if people are here, they might suddenly decide to cross the road or whatever. And then providing it's clear, again, slow man's walking pace for the manoeuvre, and we then turn enough steering, and if we've worked hard in the early stages, we should find that we perhaps don't need full steering to get the car round to this side of the road, and then we'll stop. Some of the things that you don't do, obviously the places you wouldn't do a turn in the road are like a one-way street, or where it says no U-turning.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, these sort of things wouldn't be allowed. The important thing though is observation and safety, to make sure that when we prepare, we get ourselves ready. We keep it very slow. We don't want to mount the pavement at all, because again, if we mount the pavement, we can knock someone over, have an accident. Keep the speed very slow. We may or may not need the handbrake on either side of the road, depending on how steep this camber is that we was talking about earlier. Obviously, all-round observation, because the last thing we need to do is to be involved in any sort of accident with cars or bikes or people, or furniture for that matter.
Right.
Because again, if you let the car overhang the curbs either side, you could find that sometimes there's street lights that are quite close to the edge of the curb.
Yeah.
And you find you've suddenly got a dent in the back of your car that you didn't want. And a large bill for a new lamppost.
Yeah.
And then with the actual speed of the manoeuvre itself, we've got to keep the car really, really slow at all times. Obviously, we need, when we are setting the gas, like moving away, we need enough gas so that we won't stall, but not so much that we'll zoom off. Any questions, Tony?
Yeah, just come out of roll there for me. Obviously, I moved you along there when you started trying to tell me what my reference point is going to be.
Yeah.
It's up to me to pick the reference point, isn't it?
Yes.
You tell me when to stop.
Yes.
And then ask me to find a reference point, because the reference is going to be different for everybody or every different vehicle, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So that's why I stopped you telling me where the reference point is going to be, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay then.
But otherwise...
Yeah.
Cool. Right, okay then.
I say, I want you to try and stay in the roll as much as you can. I'll come out of roll if I feel you've got it wrong, yeah?
Yeah, okay. So make yourself comfortable. And when you're ready, start the car in the normal way. Okay, clutch down then, Tony, and start your POM routine. So down with your clutch and into first gear.
That's our instruction again now.
Alright, okay. So get ready to move then, Tony. A little bit of gas. Gas first, then the... So.
Yeah, I don't know how to do the POM.
Okay.
I've prepared.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to make sure it's safe. So, quick check down here, make sure there's no one coming along the pavement, could run out around us or come out of a driveway from behind us, yes? Yeah. Is that clear? No one there? So check forward, no one coming towards us at all?
No, somebody doing the same as us.
Yeah. Door mirror, and then over your right,
I'll check that door mirror again because I couldn't see through your finger there.
Yeah. Door mirror.
No, there's nobody overtaking it.
Okay, good. Over your right shoulder, check your blind spot.
Oh, yeah.
Right behind you, Tony. What's that sign behind us? Can you see the sign behind us?
I'm looking at the blind spot.
No, over here, Tony, where my hand is. See my hand? Behind the head, between the head restraint and the door pillar.
Oh, between the head restraint and the door pillar.
Yes.
Right. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
That taxi over there.
Yeah, that's good. Right, okay. Then clutch down a little bit because it's crept up a bit, Tony. A little bit more, about half a pound. Quite right, lovely. Release your handbrake if it's clear. And turn. Just lift it a little bit. Half the thickness of pound coin. That's it. Now keep it this slow. Keep feet still. Now turn really quickly. Hard to the right. Full steering. Really quickly, Tony. Go on. That's it. Good. Keep your feet still. Keep your feet still. That's good. Keep your feet still. Keep your feet still. And stop. Stop, Tony. It would have been better if you'd put your clutch down a little bit, but I didn't tell you, Tony.
Stop.
That's yeah, but you've stopped. That's fine. Okay, pop your handbrake on then. Oh no, don't need to. We're on a flat. Just set your gas again. Keep your feet, your left foot still. Just set your gas again. Clutch down a bit. Brakes only. Yeah, no, we have got a bit of a roll. Okay, you can look out your window and tell me where the curb hits the car.
No, it's just before that door mirror.
Good. Okay. Now, as you just keep your clutch down there and let your brakes off a bit, and start turning. When the car moves, start turning the wheel quickly to me.
Yeah. So right, slow down a bit.
Right. So okay.
Yeah. Hang on. Oh, slow down a bit. Right. So you just actually asked me about where the car came in.
Yeah.
But you haven't told me what it is.
Oh, that's your reference point. Start tearing backwards now, Tony. All right, we're going to
steering the opposite way.
Opposite way,
taking
yes.
the steering off, yeah.
Yeah, taking the steering off
right.
as quickly as you can now. As we move slowly, quickly, really quickly, with big bites, and stop. Now, can you tell me where the curb is now?
No, I was just underneath a door mirror.
Right, that's as far forward as you will go. That's your point to stop the car so that we don't overhang the curb.
Yeah.
And the reason we don't want to overhang the curb is, do you remember from our little conversation?
Oh yeah, somebody might trip over the car,
yeah.
Or I might knock a pedestrian off.
Good. Okay. So into reverse now, Tony. Is that reverse? Hang on. Yeah. Is it in reverse now? Yeah. Okay. So set our gas again. Get ready. Our POM routine. Good look all round. First, don't move yet. Keep the car still. Now that car seems to be waiting. So good look all round.
Yeah, I've had a good look.
Over your right shoulder first, Tony. Start with your right shoulder. That's it. Now up the road as well. It does up the road as well. Then come round, look at your front window that way now, Tony. Now look out the back window. All clear? Right out the back window, Tony. That's it. Keep looking now and start turning the wheel to me quickly. Oh, it's got all on. Well done, Tony. Good. Keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on and stop. Now, can you see where the curb hits the back window, Tony? In this side left window?
No.
No? You can't see where the pavement touches the rear window?
No. Might be able to see it on this side, though, Barry.
Oh, alright, yeah, that's so tough. That's a stupid
yeah, it's just before the corner of this window.
Yes, that's it. Okay, that's now your reference point to start turning back to your right. So, and have a good look all round. So start right shoulder all the way round and then look over your right shoulder. Turn the wheel to you quickly. And stop. And now where's the reference point in that window, Tony?
Oh, the curb cuts in just by the corner of this window.
Good, right, okay. Okay, into handbrake on into neutral a moment, Tony.
You won't have room to get past there, you might as well finish.
Alright, okay, go on, carry on then. Into first. He's going to go.
No, he's going to.
Can you get through there? Into first now, Tony. Get ready to go. Bit of gas first. Okay, now look to your right. Over your right shoulder as well. Over your right shoulder first, Tony. Then making sure there's no one coming out of those driveways or anywhere like that. Then up the road there, round, down this way now. Look through your front window, Tony. And now through our left window. Anybody coming?
No.
Right, look back to your right, and if it's still clear, release your handbrake. Turn the wheel quickly to you. Oh, we've got full steering, that's good. Well done, Tony. Keep it there. Take a bit off now, bring it off gently. A bit more. and stop.
I'll just take it back a bit. How does that feel?
Not too bad, but I got me observation a bit muddled, didn't I?
Well, you weren't giving me much direction with the observations at all, were you?
Yeah.
You're just going. This is why I try and get you to stop pointing, yeah, because you're going, look here, look there, look here, look there. Look off my right shoulder. Is there anybody there? Look to the right. Is there anybody there? No, because there was. I could have told you there was 2 pedestrians walking just into this road. Look ahead. Look to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Probably just need to just tone it down a bit. A lot of it was kind of shouting at me there, yeah. It felt like you were letting that learning driver panic us a bit. It's not panic. They just done the same manoeuvre we did.
Yeah.
We'd have waited for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I must admit I did find that a bit off-putting. I don't know why I should, but I did.
Well, you know, we've started the manoeuvre, and there was nobody there when we started it.
Yeah.
So therefore we've got to finish it, haven't we?
Would that be all right to wave someone through on the test, or would it be better just to finish it if they're sitting there waiting?
Well, I personally didn't think they could have squeezed through there, but obviously they had room to squeeze through. Yeah, you could. There's no harm in waving them through, telling me what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, telling me that you're checking up and down the road and you're waving them through. Or on some occasions, you might even get me to wave them through.
Depending on what stage we're at, yes, or even if it's the first one.
Yeah, providing you make sure it's clear to. Providing you tell me that you've made sure it's clear, you've made sure the road's clear. Tony, I've checked the road. If you can just wind your window down and just wave them through. But I just felt, yeah,
a bit panicked.
Yeah, I felt like I was rushing, and I didn't really have any reason to rush there. But a bit more detail in the observations, where I should be looking, why I should be looking, the consequence of not looking. But you let that go because of the learning driver.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah? Right, let's pause it and we'll try again.